NFL fans? It's NFL Night back again with our power rankings this week. We're going to be going over the top 10 teams going into week 12. Not much changing up, but it's really, really hard to place these teams. A lot of really good teams right now. So let's hop right in. At number 10, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers haven't been looking so good in the recent few games. They barely lost to the Los Angeles Rams, but Tom Brady's not been looking like himself. They're still a contender because Tom Brady's on their team. They have a very good defense and just so much talent. I feel like they don't deserve to be any higher than this, and they need to prove themselves. But I think they're going to get a wild card spot in the playoffs. At number 9, we have the Seattle Seahawks at 7-3. They had a bounce-back game against the Arizona Cardinals, getting their revenge. Russell Wilson played much better. I think the Seattle Seahawks are still a contender. They still can win their division over the Los Angeles Rams, but it's going to be tough. Their defense looked better, but the reason they're at 9 is because I don't trust their defense, and right now Russell Wilson's pretty much carrying their team, so that's why they're at number 9. At number 8, we have the Tennessee Titans getting a really big win on the road against the Baltimore Ravens in overtime. This really sealed the deal as the Titans are the real deal. And this week they have a chance to reclaim the AFC South if they beat the Colts. They're playing very well. Derrick Henry is just a beast out there, going for another over 100-yard game and a touchdown. Their defense still isn't that good. They held Lamar Jackson, but their defense is still a concern. But right now, their offense is playing really well, so that's why I have them at number 8. At number 7, we have the Indianapolis Colts, their divisional rival against the Titans. The Indianapolis Colts snuck out a win against the Packers in a big game. Honestly, the Packers and the Colts both played really well. The Colts and Phillip Rivers led a comeback in the second half. Really well done by Phillip Rivers, showing that he can lead them back. The Colts, their defense is really, really good. I'm just concerned a little bit about how Phillip Rivers is going to hold up. But right now they're playing really good football, and whoever wins in that next game against the Titans and the Colts is really going to probably have the division on lockdown. Next at number 6, we have the Buffalo Bills. They had a bye week. Buffalo Bills are a really good football team. All these teams have a similar trend where their offense is very good, but their defense isn't that good. The Buffalo Bills, I feel like their defense is a little better than those other teams, but their offense is still very, very good. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. But the one problem with the Bills, their running game's not that good, but they're still a very, very good team. At number 5, we have the Green Bay Packers. People might wonder why I didn't rank them lower than this, and that's because they played a very good game against the Colts. To be honest, they would have won except for that fumble. Or at least I think Aaron Rodgers could have drove them down and they could have gotten the dub. But a fumble, it's disappointing, it's unfortunate, but they still easily can win their division, and they're still a top team in the NFC North. So I expect them to win much more games and probably finish out 12-4, 11-5, and they are looking very good. At number 4, we have the Los Angeles Rams jumping up a ton of spots. That's because the Los Angeles Rams are coming off of back-to-back wins. Last week they beat the Seahawks. I'm like, okay, they played a pretty good game, and then they just went out and their defense just shut down Tom Brady, intercepting him 2 times and then constant pressure. Aaron Donald, though he didn't get a sack, just caused havoc for Tom Brady the whole game, allowing his teammates to get after him, attracting double teams, and Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods are looking really good. I feel like the reason the Rams are on top of all the 7-3 teams is because they're the most balanced. All those other teams don't really have good defenses, just really powerful offenses. Though I don't think the Rams' offense is as good as all those other teams, their defense is much better. And I think that's why they're probably going to be able to go deeper. And right now they're at number 4 at 7-3. At number 3, we have the New Orleans Saints 8-2 with their new quarterback, Taysom Hill, leading them to a victory. I think Taysom Hill can be the answer for the future. He got it done with his arm and his legs, over 200 yards and over 50 rushing yards and 2 scores on the ground. Really well done by him. But the most impressive part of the Saints team, like the Rams, is their defense is just playing really good. I think the Rams and the Saints, the reason they're on top of the NFC right now is because they have good offenses, but they're complemented by much better defenses. The New Orleans Saints had 8 sacks against the Falcons, picked off Matt Ryan 2 times, just absolute domination, holding them under double-digit score. So I think the New Orleans Saints are the real deal, and I think they can even make it to the Super Bowl with Taysom Hill, because I think he's very underrated and he can go far. At number 2, we have the undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers. They just got another game, another dub, like they have all season, except this time it wasn't that hard. They beat up on the Jags, 4 interceptions by that defense, only 3 points allowed. They continue to show that they are clearly the best defense in the NFL. Minkah Fitzpatrick leading the way. You got T.J. Watt, just on every layer they're just the best team, and their offense complements it with a solid run game and a lot of good wide receivers like Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool, Juju Smith-Schuster. They're just probably the most complete team in the NFL. So they're at number 2, still undefeated. And at number 1, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. The reason I put them above the Pittsburgh Steelers is just because of that man on the right, Patrick Mahomes. You can trust him in those situations. Less than 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, go score a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes got you. He's just so good. I think he's the front runner for the MVP right now. He's just playing out of his mind. But I still think the Pittsburgh Steelers could get the number 1 seed in the AFC. I just think the Kansas City Chiefs will probably make it farther. Both of these teams are clearly the 2 best teams in the league. But right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are at number 1. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers by the Super Bowl. Really appreciate all the support. And you can watch my last video. And my next video tomorrow is going to be Week 12 picks and predictions, predicting Week 12 games, including all 3 Thanksgiving games. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. See ya!